Hey breadheads, welcome back to Breadstick's World, episode 28. Or, at least I think it's 28. Maybe welcome back to episode maybe 28, if that makes sense.
In a world where you're a goner, if you leave without your armor and you come across a spawner, yeah, that's Breadstick's World. It's a world full of creepers in the men and jukebox speakers, shulker boxes full of everything you need to survive. Breadstick World.
Okay, we have got a couple things on the agenda today, but before we get on the move, I want to show you guys something. Look what we did on stream. We cleaned this place up, man. Cleaned it up. We finished the ceilings in here, so it's all completely done. I put in a little workstation over here, and the reason I did that was because we had all those 3-minute fire resistance potions. And look, I had a stroke of genius. I put in a brewing stand and a crafting table, and bam, look at that. All 8 minutes. That's like an extra 2.5 hours of fire resistance. Genius. And we also cleaned up all the junk that was laying all over the floor. If you remember from the last episode, we had like 3 barrels in here, a couple shulker boxes. We had shulker boxes all over this wall. We even had chests out here. 2 or 3 double chests just full of junk, and even a couple around this corner just full of junk. And all that is cleaned up. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. So let me show you what else we got up to on stream. You're not going to believe this. You'd be so proud of me. Look what we did. We restocked. Look at this. We got redstone components made, golden carrots filled, all of our gears repaired, wood boxes full again, AFK'd for some gold and some iron, went and got some sand, and we even filled up the stone boxes. Well, I used some of the cobble to make some observers because I forgot to make observers. But then stone, I mean, yeah. I mean, it was a lot, but we did it. We did all of it because we're awesome. Okay, so what's the first thing on the agenda today? Like I said, we're heading over to the witch farm. At least I think I said that. Maybe I just thought it. I'm not sure. But we're heading over to the witch farm. Why are we heading over to the witch farm? Dude, seriously? I've got to put an iron door there. I got to put an iron door right there. So we got a piglin head. What? Seriously, dude. You and your cousins stay out of here. Sorry for the rude interruption. So we have got to head over to the witch farm. And the reason we have to do that is because we are going to be worrying about sorting today. Obviously, auto sorting. I want to set up the witch farm. So that we can AFK and not have to worry about sorting out all the different items, right? We'll get those impulse sorters set up so we can AFK on easy mode. But before we get all the way out there, I want to make a couple pit stops because I got a couple things to show you. So let's get on the move. So this is the next stop on our list today. And if you guys remember, we worked on a nether hub design a couple episodes ago. We worked on nether hub design and I really liked it, but I wanted to make the nether hub deeper. And the reason I wanted to do that is because of the nether tunnels. It took me forever to come up with a design that I liked. And I ended up going with this the crimson planks. And I don't think I like it quite as well as the blue, as the warped. But it's pretty good. I was a little surprised. It turned out better than I thought it would. So I think this is the design I'm going to go for this. I'm not 100% convinced because I don't know how like the blue planks in here and the purple planks in the tunnels will look. Maybe we'll change this to basalt, right? And then have like a couple of the tunnels be the crimson planks and a couple be the warped planks. I don't know. I'm still in debate on that. But that's kind of the rough design I came up with, and I kind of like it. I think it's going to be good. We've got a lot more digging to do for sure in the tunnels, but it'll get there. It'll definitely get there. And then the hub, I dropped it down a couple, and we're going to have to dig out the rest of these hallways. So a lot of digging still to do. I think this is probably going to be a stream-only project because it's going to be repetitive. Like, once we get to place one of these tunnels, it's going to be the same thing over and over and over and over. And I'm sure you don't want to do that in an episode. So I think that might be a stream thing that we do that. But I want to show you guys so you kind of knew what was going on, right? Like what was happening in Breadstick's world. Yeah, that's it. Other than that, this area hasn't really changed a whole lot. If you're looking at the slabs and you're kind of wondering what's going on with that, gas for blowing me up. Like seriously, every 2 minutes. I was trying to work on those little tunnel sections. Just those 2 little sections. I must have had probably a dozen gas spawn in here. It was terrible. It was awful. So I put those slabs down just to keep them out while we get things figured out in here. So that's what this is all about, if you see that. All right, that's it. That's all I wanted to show you here. I just wanted to loop you guys in. Let's keep heading towards the witch farm. Okay, breadheads, our second and last stop before we get to the witch farm is our project board. We have not been into the glade. We haven't been in the glade in, oh man, I don't know. It seems like forever, but I'd say at least probably 4 or 5 episodes. And we got to update this thing. So first off, let's take gunpowder completely off. We got the witch farm done, and yeah, we're going to do storage, but as far as that goes, that's done. That's handled. And then we got dyes, ink sacks, and cocoa beans. We don't have ink sacks handled yet, but the dyes, cocoa beans, that's done. So we'll put ink sacks back up there. But we got the other 2 items taken care of. Now, one last thing I wanted to hit on here, Hall of Comments, right? The HOC is what I was going to call it. Now, that was originally a plan I had where I was going to take you guys' comments and then name something in an anvil to like commemorate that episode or that comment or whatever. But that just didn't really pan out. We got a few good comments, but not many, not enough to make a haul. So I don't think that's going to work. But something that might be cool, the headroom. So I thought we could make, like, instead of a hall of comments, we could make like a little area where we store our heads, right? Like we could store our heads, put them on display, all the different heads that we collect since we're using this new texture pack from Foxy. If you don't know what texture pack I'm talking about, what resource pack I'm talking about, I will link his page in the description, the Foxy homepage in the description. So Foxy is a really clever and fun, very smart YouTuber and live streamer who came out with a head resource pack, so or behavior pack, however you want to say it. I guess it's kind of both if I understand it correctly, and I'm not sure that I do. So if you guys have ever watched Hermitcraft, you know they have heads, right? Like different mobs will drop heads. Well, Foxy set that up so we could have the same thing in Bedrock, which is super cool. And it's been a blast playing with that resource pack in Breadstick's world. And I thought that it'd be cool to set up a little area. We're gonna call it the headroom, or maybe the headache. I don't know. Leave me some comments if you guys have good ideas for that, and you know what I mean, like what we should call it. But I thought we would set something up here in the glade. Maybe over this direction. Maybe set something up over there in that direction, and we will actually store and display our heads in there. I thought that would be really cool. But that's it. That's all we had to update on here in the glade. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this trip over to the witch farm. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this trip over to the witch farm. No more stops. I promise. And we'll get this storage put in, and we're gonna get some more gunpowder just because we can. Yeah. Here we are back in the witch farm. Now I haven't, and of course it's raining, which seems appropriate for a witchy area, right? Dark and rainy. Now I haven't used this farm since we were here together last. So nothing's really changed. It's pretty much just like we left it. But we're gonna fix that today. We've got to do something with this. So we're gonna clean all this out. And we are going to get some real storage set up down here. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna leave off with you guys for just a minute, and I'm gonna dig a giant hall, room, whatever you wanna call it, this way. I'm gonna dig out this way so we have a bit of a workstation, and maybe even figure out some kind of entrance, right? Maybe even something better than this pit, because we're like rocking like a weird pit right now. And then we'll come back in, we'll get our storage set up, and we'll decorate. So hang on to your hats, breadheads. I will be back in just a minute. All right. I've officially dug this room out twice now. So we're back. We are back. And let me get this out of my hands so it's not taking up the whole screen. We're back. Double the size of the room. And I think we're good to go ahead and pick up where we left off. I don't know why we wouldn't be. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to do 2 cells. 2 cells for every one. And then we'll run a test. And if that works, I'll go through here and we will have a little time-lapse chat. A little first-person time-lapse chat while I install all these little units here. But first off, let's make sure this is going to actually work. Hopper. Hopper. Put my stone bricks up, apparently. I'm a mess. I am just a mess. Let's do those 3, and that one, and that one. Oh, I put all my stuff up. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, now we're in a bit of a better shape. Bit of a better shape. I think bit of a better shape. Let's do that. And let's put our. We don't have our torches. I guess I was not ready. I was not ready to record this little snippet here. And that's in the wrong spot. Let's put that there. Put you there. And then we need some glowstone or some redstone maybe. Oh, bother. Right there. Okay. Now we're ready. So if we drop in a full stack of glowstone, will it filter everything out? All right, let's put in, we'll put in half a stack of that, some torches, and that. So we're getting no glowstone. Oh, we didn't set up another filter, did we? Dang it. So it's just going to filter into here and lock. That's where it's all going. Okay. We got you. We got you. We're dumb. We're dumb. Breadhead, you know we got to do this like 2 or 3 times. You know we have to do something stupid first before we figure out what's up, right? Now we got it, though. Now we got it. Okay, let's set up this second item filter. And we'll see how that does. And then we'll test it out. Then I think we're going to be in business. I couldn't figure out what's going on. I'm such an idiot. I totally forgot to set that up. Totally forgot. Okay. Coming through. Okay, we're set. You're locked with 1. That's okay. You're good. Locked with 1. Should have 48. We put in a double batch. Okay, it all went in here. Now let's drop in several different items and see what happens. Okay? Alley-oop. So let's drop in some carrots and some glowstone and some chests and a piece of rotten flesh. And then all of a sudden, bam, more glowstone goes in. I don't know if we tricked it. Okay. Now, the other stuff should be in here. Yes. And no glowstone should have made it through. It didn't. It didn't. Okay, so I'm not sure we needed that second thing of glowstone. But, I mean, it's in there. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. I think that'll work. So we'll just set up 2 for glowstone, and then we'll set up 2 for redstone, 2 for bottles, 2 for sticks. You get it. You get the idea. You get the point. So let me go ahead. I'm going to repeat this right here, what we just did. I'm going to repeat that all the way down, and I'll bring you dudes back in, and we'll maybe run the farm, make sure it's working, and then we'll try and do something with these walls if we have time here, okay? All right. back in just a second. I'm back, and believe it or not, I set all this up with like no derpage. No derpage. I swear. I did find our totem floating around in this third chest. So yeah, that's good. I did get that back. So everything's set up now. And if we go around to the back, all the filters are in. If I can't reach for back here. But everything's up back here. We're all dialed in. And if we go up here, you can see I've got 2 filters set for everything. I have no clue why we're going to need 6 double chests full of glass bottles or sticks. But I guess, you know, it is a long-term world. I don't know. Maybe at some point we might need them. I don't know. These last 3. So that's sugar there. These last 3 are empty. Okay. These last 3 are going to be gunpowder, but we don't have any gunpowder. We turned it all into rockets. We got a little overzealous. Okay, so we're going to leave those 2 empty, and when the gunpowder filters in, it should fill that up, hopefully first, and that will start sorting out gunpowder. Now, the last one. We're not going to put a filter in. It doesn't have anything back. There's only redstone, and the reason is this is going to be overflow. We're going to use this just to make sure that we're not losing anything. All right, and then if we're not losing anything, we'll use it for witch heads. That'll be the last thing. We won't have to sort it, and then maybe we'll leave this line in. We might have to put in a burner maybe at some point. Okay, so that's the game plan. Let's real quick. Let's real click. Don't tell me I didn't bring any leather. Oh, I thought I was so prepared. I thought I was so cool with all my full shulker boxes and everything. And I did. I forgot leather. Ah, crap. Okay, so let's pull everything out of these chests. Okay. Oh, I did derp that up. I put sticks in it. Sticks. Spider eyes. Sugar. And this should be nothing. Nothing and nothing. Okay. All right. So let me unload. Let me unburden myself. Put you back in there. And then we'll worry about cleaning these chests up later. Yeah. We'll worry about that later. Don't want to lose those hoppers. It took a lot of hoppers. I'm glad we were ready. And let's get some rockets down. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot back over to our mini base real quick and grab a stack of leather so we can make some item frames for all this sorting. And then I'll bring you dudes back in. We'll throw up our item. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what. I got a better idea. Better plan. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot back over to the mini base. I'm going to get enough leather that we can get item frames to set up item frames on all of our sorting here. And I'm going to go ahead and AFK for a couple hours just to make sure this is working. And then I'll bring you dudes back in. We'll make sure it worked. We'll check out the loot that we got. And if we have time, we'll go ahead and we'll decorate this place up. I feel like we're going to have time. I'm sorry if there's been too many cuts. I feel like I'm cutting all the time, but it's just, you know, I don't know. We had a lot of stuff to get done. So let me do that, and I will see you dudes in a couple of hours. Okay, breadheads, it's been a couple hours. I'm back, and great news. Everything worked perfectly. Everything sorted out just like it should. And I'm glad we put in the overflows, the 2 cells, because as you can see, like on sticks, this is our first stick filter, but we got a couple on our second. Same thing with our glass bottles. This is our first glass bottle filter, but we got a couple on our second. So I'm really pumped. Everything worked great. I was super happy. We did get quite a few stacks of everything in a couple of hours. So you're talking about 5, almost 5.5 of the glowstone, and just about 5 of the redstone. Everything worked really well. Tons of sticks. I mean, almost 11 stacks of sticks in a couple of hours. And our gunpowder. So our gunpowder, we got. It looks like we only got about 3, almost 4 stacks, but that's misleading because we actually filled up our first filter and we filled up our second filter. So we're actually closer to about 6 stacks of gunpowder. Not quite 6 stacks. So I'm really happy with that. Really happy with that. And then a couple of witch heads. Not many witch heads, but a couple of witch heads. I also made a pit stop and got our leather. So we have that. And I also figured out a design for the walls. Are you ready? I'm excited about this. Bam. I thought that was a cool design. I thought that was a cool design for the walls. I realized, as I was editing the footage, while I was AFK, I was editing some footage. I realized that I was like, oh, we're going to do a first-person time-lapse and a little chat while we set up all the redstone. And we didn't. I got so caught up in the redstone, we ran into that filter problem where I forgot to set the filter. I got so caught up in it, I totally forgot. That's what we'll do. Let's get these item frames sorted, and then we'll do a little first-person time-lapse as we finish out these walls. I think what we'll do is we'll just bring this over to about here and call it. And then we'll run this down this wall and bring it around to about here. And then we'll just wrap that up, and we won't worry about the back because honestly we'll probably never be in there unless there's some sort of problem or something. So let's see, we had glowstone. This was redstone. Yeah, this was our glass bottles. And then our sticks. And then what was this? Oh yeah, spider eyes. Forgot about spider eyes. So spider eyes. And then sugar. And then this was our gunpowder. So let's get some gunpowder. I'm kind of glad about the gunpowder too because we needed some more netherite. And we're going to make some TNT and blow up some nether to get that. And then let's put a witch head in this item frame so we know what's in there. Yeah, that's awesome. That is so awesome. So let's go ahead. Let's get into this little first-person time-lapse here. And we will do a little bit of a Q&A. We haven't done that in forever. Okay, Breadheads, I thought we could get in today to a little Q&A. Just a real short time-lapse Q&A. We haven't done one in a while, but I haven't had a lot of questions. And I still don't have a lot of questions. So where you guys been? Get them questions into the comments, right? So let's start out. First question. Favorite and least favorite block in Minecraft? That's a tough question. That's a good question, though. I actually got this question before the 1.16 update came out. So I am going to drop some real knowledge on here, Breadheads. I am going to give you my most favorite and least favorite block in the regular game pre-1.16 update, and my most favorite and least favorite post 1.16 update. Okay. So my favorite block in the game, and you can probably tell from the farm that we're doing right here, it's stripped dark oak. The stripped dark oak log is just, I don't know, it's just great. It just goes so well with so many different things, and I just absolutely love it. And my least favorite is probably diorite. I mean, I hate to say it because everybody says that. I mean, if any of you guys are like Iskall85 fans, the dude hates diorite, calls it bird poop, and I totally agree. This is exactly what it looks like, and it's just hard to work with. I mean, unless you're a BOO level builder, it is just hard to make diorite look good in a build. I feel like, but I'm certainly not the best builder in the world. So for me, that's definitely it. Diorite least favorite, and stripped dark oak most favorite. Now 1.16. 1.16 changed the game. So my favorite 1.16 block. That's tough. That's tough. So I really like the stripped warped stems a lot. I think those are really cool. But Blackstone, the Blackstone is so good. The Blackstone just looks stellar, and it's been so long since we had a really good black block with like good texture. I think I'm probably gonna have to go Blackstone. I'm using it in a bunch of my nether builds, and I just think it looks really cool, and I can't wait to practice with that more and get into some of my more regular builds. I would say that's probably my favorite new 1.16 block. And as far as my least favorite new 1.16 block, I'm probably gonna get some hate on this, but I'm gonna tell you, the not the strip stems. I love the strip stems. I love the warped and the crimson strip stems. But just the regular stems is kind of ugly. Like the weird pattern. I don't know. I think you got to have a certain flavor for that. A certain flavor. That's got some crazy patterns to it. And I just don't know if that's for me. But I can see why people like it. But if you ask me, and somebody did, that's my favorite 116 update blocks. My favorite and my least favorite. So let me know in the comments what's your favorite. What's your favorite and least favorite 116 update blocks? Let me know. Okay. Now, let's talk about the next question. It's kind of a personal question. Someone asked me, how old am I? I am 38. I'll tell you that. I am 38, and coming up this spring, I'll be 39. So, yeah. Definitely middle-aged, I guess. What do you say? All right, jumping on to the next question. So the next question I got is kind of a weird one. I get it. I've got it in a few comments on my videos. Can we be friends? Sure. I mean, sure, we can be friends. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me at Twitch. But we'll chit chat. I mean, I'm not gonna invite you over to my house for a random barbecue or anything. But yeah, we could absolutely be Minecraft friends for sure. Fourth question. Do you think you can make a living at this? Now, this question was asked me by someone IRL, and I think it was kind of sarcastic wise. The answer is no. I don't think I'm going to make a living doing the YouTube thing. Number one, Minecraft is a great game, but because it's a great game, it's really saturated. There's a lot of people doing it. Number two, I don't even know if I'm that good. I mean, I don't think I'm good enough to make a living off of this. So for those reasons, I would say no. I mean, do I wish that I could? Sure. I think if you get into the whole YouTube streamer type thing, I think you have it in the back of your mind. Most people do anyway. Like, it'd be great to do this full time. And sure, it absolutely would be great to do this full time because, if you're doing it as a hobby, you're probably passionate about it. You probably really enjoy it. And I think that would be great, to be able to go full time and do this. And I'm sure there's a ton of people just like me that think the same thing. But the chances of that actually happening are pretty slim. I think if you go into it with that mindset, you're not going to last long because I have been doing this for, almost working on 10 months, and I'm not blowing up. I'm not going to blow up. I didn't expect to blow up. I don't think that's a thing. At least for most people, I don't think that's a thing. I am doing it because I really enjoy it, and I will keep doing it as long as I enjoy it. I will put out the best content I can. I will keep learning as I go. I'll try to keep a positive attitude. And the day I stop enjoying making content for you dudes, I guess is the day that I stop doing it. So do I think I'm going to make a living at it? No. Would it be great if I could? Yes, absolutely, positively, of course. But I think if you go into it with that attitude, I don't think it's going to work out for you. I think you just got to go in with that positive. I'm going to do the best that I can do. I'm going to enjoy myself, and that's going to be it. I think that's the way to approach it. So for the last question today, we only had 5. This question was asked to me by my nephew, Eli. So Eli, if you're watching this, buddy, I heard your question, and here's the answer. I thought about it. Why don't you play on an SMP series? So for those of you who don't know, SMP, it's survival multiplayer. I don't know. It's something I've thought about. I do actually play on a realm with some friends. It's just not a very active realm. I've thought about recording from there, but we don't have a lot of players that play consistently, and I just wasn't sure with that kind of inconsistent play, that would be content you guys wanted to see. If I was ever invited to play on a realm, I think I would definitely be interested in that for sure. And maybe looking into starting a realm with some friends, or starting a realm with some players who were going to be a little more consistent. I would definitely think about that. So you guys let me know. Is that something that you'd be interested in seeing? Would you guys be interested in seeing me pursue a series that was kind of based out of a multiplayer realm. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I know Minecraft is always better with friends. I mean, that's just the truth of it. Minecraft is always better with friends. So why don't I? Just because I don't have one available at the moment. Would I like to? Yes, absolutely. Especially if that's something you guys are interested in seeing. So I hope that answers your question. And thanks for asking, Eli. Thanks for asking, buddy. And thanks to everybody else that sent me a question in over these, I don't know, last 5-6 episodes. Thank you so much for hitting me up on those questions. And if you have a question that I didn't answer here, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments of this video. Put it in the comments of the next few videos. I always check my comments and respond and like and that sort of thing. I don't get a ton of them, so I'm always trying to be in the comments. Now, I will tell you this. If you're watching this video 3 weeks after I put it out, I'm probably not going to catch your comment. I mean, I might, but I might not. So if you comment on something, just make sure you put it on, the newest episode. If it's something that's from several episodes ago, maybe reference, hey, episode 28 Q&A or something like that, something so I know what you're talking about. But that's it. Thanks, dudes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you guys. I'm so grateful and just so blessed to be doing this and having a good time. And I'm going to keep doing it as long as you guys are willing to watch me. So thanks again to everybody. Thanks to everybody in the comments and IRL that's helped me do this. I'm super appreciative. And I think that's it. I've rambled on for long enough, so let's jump back into the video. Breadheads, I hope you enjoyed that little time-lapse Q&A. It's been a hot minute since we had one of those, right? But take a look around. See what's going on. It's all done. The walls are done. I turned this into a 5-panel so I could kind of make the logs fit with our front here where our chests are. And I think it turned out pretty good. We've got some red glass in the floor. I just felt like red kind of went with witches. So that was the theme, red and wood. And I put some pumpkins underneath. I was going to copy that on top, but I actually did the ceiling on the half slab. That way it didn't mesh with the steps. I was afraid it would hide too much of that. I didn't want to do that. So I did the ceiling on the half slab, and I just put some pumpkins underneath these trapdoors. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. I would have liked to work the red into the ceiling, but I mean, it is what it is. And I think for a little witch storage farm, it turned out pretty good. The only problem is I didn't build in an entrance or an exit, so I might have to do that. Maybe we'll take one of these sections here and we'll turn it into a little entryway or something. But I'll worry about that on my own. I'm afraid that we are out of time. We're gonna have to wrap it up here. I hope you dudes had a blast today in today's video. I know I had a blast. We got a ton of stuff done, and it felt really, really good to get the storage figured out for this. So if you enjoyed the video, maybe think about hitting that subscribe button so you can be updated on all the new Breadstick videos when they drop. And if you haven't checked me out over on Twitch, maybe think about doing that. Twitch.tv/BreadstickNinja82. Thanks for checking me out today, Breadheads, and I will see you next time. Later, dudes.